A lot of people have been asking me lately how I'm able to get such detailed, clean coin footage. Well, today I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my full recording setup, which includes my cameras, my lighting, my OBS setup, and Stream Deck, the exact tools I use for my educational coin videos and whatnot live streams. I use a 3-camera setup. The Elgato Facecam Pro is my primary camera, which is my main table view. I have my Elgato 4K for my aerial view, and then I have my Elikliv 4K autofocus microscope. Each of these cameras are all connected through my OBS software, which is basically the brains of the entire operation. And being able to control that seamlessly is my Elgato Stream Deck. Now, lighting is everything when you are dealing with coin lighting or photography. So I run 2 Elgato Key Light Air, which basically are aimed up at the ceiling or at a wall away from the actual scene. Now, you want to do that so that you can diffuse the light and not overpower it. When I'm dealing with my microscope for micro detail, I repurposed the base from my old microscope right here, and I like it because I have these 2 flexible adjustable lights right here where I can literally dial the light in to exactly where I need it. That's where I'm able to show you the lighting that brings out the luster, the surface texture, and any potential imperfections in the surface of the coin. Okay, now as I mentioned earlier, everything I do runs through OBS. I've built different Steam collections for different sources and for different formats. I've literally got this format here, which is my full screen 16 by 9, but at the touch of a button, I can go right back to a 9 by 16, have the same 3 camera feeds, but obviously in a vertical format. And I can again easily switch right back to the full screen size that way. Now, where things get interesting, and again, Stream Deck and the Elgato software, the Elgato Camera Hub software is vital. Once you end up with an Elgato camera, you will have access to the Camera Hub, which gives you amazing control over any of your cameras. Okay. Now, in this case, I've already got it pre-programmed. So if I want to show more than one camera, for instance, boom, now I've got my table camera with an aerial camera inset. Or here, I've got my table camera with a microscope inset. I've also got the capability to show you the aerial camera with the microscope, the aerial camera with a web view, the table camera with a web view, the scope camera with a web view, or the one we started with, and my personal favorite is the trio camera. So the Stream Deck XL is what ties it all together. Quick switching between cameras. I can actually adjust my lighting with the touch of a button. I can do micro enhancements. I can zoom in and out with the touch of a button. Oh, come on, with the touch of a button on individual cameras. I can do the same thing with the aerial camera and come right back out that quickly. Audio is run through my Elgato Wave 3 microphone, which has noise reduction and gain control built in. Now, it does take a pretty good powerhouse to keep all this running. I am using a Maingear MG-1 with a Ryzen 9 9550X and an RTX 5070, which is more than enough horsepower for this 4K multi-camera streaming. So that's kind of the full behind the scenes, quick and dirty overview of my setup. And this is basically how I capture my coins and broadcast my setup. If you found this useful, hit like, subscribe, and check the pinned comment for links to every piece of gear. I appreciate you watching and subscribing, and I hope to see you in my next deep dive.